Aquarius, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your shift reading for the month of August. So we are looking at the shape you are shifting out of this month, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So Aquarius, before we get into your cards, I saw, as I was sitting with your energy, I saw you feeling really frustrated and like crossing things out. Maybe you were like, journaling, maybe you were taking notes on something, maybe you were doing some sort of financial paperwork. I don't know, you're doing some sort of task that involved pen and paper, and you were like crossing things out and trying to write other things in and doing all this stuff. And honestly, like the paper kind of looked a mess. It looked like a mess. And I felt this like larger voice come in and just be like, be still. It was like it's this thing that you're frustrated with, or this thing that you're like spending some stressful energy doing. It's like, be still, Aquarius. That's what it felt like, be still. So let's go to the cards and see how this is going to factor in to the energy for you in August. So we're going to start by asking, what is the shape that Aquarius is shifting out of in the month of August? Okay. I'm going to grab this card, the Star. That's your card, pal. Yay. But I also felt this card wanted to come out. We'll see where it ends up going. Okay, the Queen of Cups, Throne of Emotions. Let's get more. What is the shape that Aquarius is shifting into? Hermit. Be still. Yeah. What is the shape that Aquarius is shifting into in the month of August? Priestess. Exactly. Also the energy of be still and listen deep, deep within. Beautiful. Let's get two more cards here for what this shape shift looks and feels like for you, Aquarius. Okay, Eight of Wands reversed and the Six of Wands. Wow. Okay, the fact that your shift is these two guides coming in, this is like the guidance from within and without. The guidance of the Star is this energy of this celestial body in the sky that has the perspective to look down and see what's going on, the perspective that we just can't have in our human experience. And this energy is here to teach us faith in what we cannot see, to have faith in what we cannot know, to have faith in the mystery that is beyond us. And so it's like the Star is coming in to remind you of that. It's like the Star from above is saying, Aquarius, shh. Stop all of this Eight of Wands momentum, all of this like rushing forward and doing, and all of the fire energy of taking action and pressing forward and progress. Put that on hold, because the Priestess is that deeper unseen force that is calling from within, right? If the Star is this celestial force calling you from above, then the Priestess is the force calling you from below, from within, from the depths, from the deep, calling you to dive inside of yourself. Queen of Cups. It's funny because the Queen of Cups is something that I see often as like the earthly embodiment of the Priestess. It's like the Priestess is this larger archetypal energy of stillness, of listening, of intuition, of like receiving the intuitive psychic messages, if that's an archetype, then like the human embodiment of that would be the Queen of Cups energy, which is like leaning, this is like you're being asked to embody the priestess in your earthly form, which means slow down enough, slow your mental energy. That's what I was seeing with all this, like crossing things out and doing work, and you're like doing all these tasks and studying, maybe something like that, or investigating. It's like, the answer is not going to happen there, right? You want forward movement. I get it. Pull back. Pause. Hold, right? Go within yourself and sit in meditation. Sit in silence. Carve out some space to really let yourself feel your feelings. If we're like busying ourselves with all of the mental analysis of whatever it is we're focusing on, we can sometimes miss the emotional messages trying to come through. And I think that's what the priestess is saying. Don't miss the emotional messages by trucking over that in your endeavor to just keep moving forward and keep doing things and keep staying active. It's like, no, sometimes the answer is actually stillness. And that's the victory, Six of Wands, here in Leo season. And this is Leo energy, right? Jupiter in Leo, you want to expand in Leo season, then I know it seems counterintuitive. It may seem counterintuitive, but I think your expansion here in Leo season is contingent on your ability to stop moving, your ability to stop overanalyzing and stop mentally processing. To simply sit. Notice how it's like, this is the difference. It's like you think that this is the way forward, and sometimes it is, but right now the way forward, the victory, is actually in sitting. Notice like the difference between this person rushing with all of this momentum and this person sitting stoically in their victory. That's what you're being called into. Sitting stoically to find this sense of knowing and understanding that feels like a victory in whatever it is that you're engaging with right now. And I think dropping into the priestess energy, the star is also asking you not to plow over your healing process, I think. It's like we want to be active, and as humans, like we want to be actively doing things and engaged in tasks, and that helps us feel progress, that helps us feel like we're moving forward. And so sometimes I'm just like seeing this Eight of Wands energy coming in and trucking over everything, like trucking over the star energy, trucking over the priestess energy, trucking over the Queen of Cups. And it's like, this energy is in motion. All of these energies are still. That's where the healing is going to come, Aquarius. The healing, the rest of this healing journey for you, because the star can talk about healing, the rest of this healing journey of transformation, right? Caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly, that whole journey needs to happen through your feelings. And for you to process your feelings, I think you need to sit down. Stop moving, stop processing, stop thinking, and just sit in them, right? Like just sit in the water. Maybe if you can, quite literally go to the water And rather than like swimming in it and doing all this stuff, just sit. Like if you can have access to a river or something like that, or even the bathtub, go to the river and sit in the middle of it and just sit your butt there. Like I feel it really strongly. Just sit your butt in the river, nobody else around, just you, Aquarius. Close your eyes that you may see. And really it's not about seeing, it's actually just about feeling it. I think you just need to feel it. Feel how you're feeling. And that's going to bring the healing. Okay, and then you're going to be ready for whatever this is. It says decolonization and rebirth. These are two words that are describing a cycle of healing. Decolonizing yourself from past energies that have had a hold on you and making your peace or healing whatever that part of your heart is that has been colonized by something of the past, so that you may experience rebirth into a new, looking to a new day for yourself. But in order to do that, I think you've got to do this piece of the healing process, which is just letting yourself feel it. Not avoiding those feelings by keeping yourself busy, especially like here's actually what's coming through. If I can be very direct, I'm feeling an energy that I sometimes fall into, which is if I'm able to mentally process everything, then I think I've done my healing work. Right? It's like if I can analyze it and hash it all out and like go back through my journals and like cross things out and like write new things over it and like, you know, write what I've learned and how I've gone from here to here. If I can like put it all on a neat timeline where I can like see everything, then I'm healed. And listen, I'm not saying that's not a vital part of that process, my dear air sign. Okay. Let yourself do your mental processing, but then it's like, do not let that be where your healing stops, because there's a part of healing that mental work can bypass. By making you think you are done with that piece of your work just because you've wrapped your mind around it. What about your heart? Okay. That's it. That's it for this half of your reading. I want to dive deeper into this energy now with you, Aquarius. Pull some more cards and see if we can get some specifics out of this message for you in August. So if you'd like to follow me into that extended part of this reading, click the link in the description box below and that will take you to Patreon. Patreon is an online community that I've created for folks who are enjoying my work and want to go deeper. If that sounds like you, click the link in the description, go over there and please read that blurb that I have there that describes how a patronage works, and then I'll send you the extended reading for August. All right, my friend, take care. Thanks for joining me here. I'll talk to you soon. When we're on a very intentional healing journey, often it helps to kind of get everything out on paper and mentally analyze everything, because it helps us wrap our minds around the things that we have experienced, and that can sometimes leave you feeling healed, and that's awesome. But it's like that's what your mind needs to understand logically what happened. But what about your heart? What does your heart need to heal? I think your heart here, Aquarius, needs to simply sit in the emotional energy of it and just let the feelings wash over you and through you. Like let the feelings well up so that you can actually feel them. And that is the piece of the healing puzzle that if you just stop with focus on the mental analysis, you're going to truck right over it. You're going to truck right over an essential piece to you being able to essentially start over and have victory